Andrew here from Chameleon AMLS, and we're back for another product walk around, but today something a little bit special. The Send It With Toby price promotion has been run and won, and we'd like to say a big thank you to all our partners in this promotion. Supercheap and BCF, Red Bull, Can-Am, Mitsubishi, KTM, Method Racewheels and BF Goodrich. It was a wonderful thing to be part of. To Mike and the family over there in Perth, we can't wait to get all this gear in front of you, mate. Have a wonderful time. Let's go and have a little trailer. So this particular base 5.2 has got a few special touches for the Send It With Toby promotion, but all our standard features seen across the full Chameleon AMLS base trailer range. Of course, the heart of that is our in-house engineered, CNC laser cut, interlocked, hot dip galvanised chassis that we fabricate here on site. We've got our Cruisemaster TO35 heavy duty off-road coupling on the front. We've got our Arc off-road dual wheel jockey wheel here. The base 5.2 in its standard format with our standard included front locker is about 1450 to 1480 kilos tear weight, depending on your wheel and tyre package. As we see it here in the full Toyota configuration, that's closer to 2 tonne, but with an ATM of 3.5 tonne, still lots of payload for the buggy out the back and all the gear inside these canopies. But we can lift that ATM all the way up to 4.5 tonne with a change of the coupling and a few other things within the airbags or the coils, but the chassis itself has been analysed at 4.5 tonne. But let's have a closer look now at the amenity that's included, as well as the load space on this toy hauler. So the base 5.2 indicates a 5.2 metre long load space from the back of our front locker. In this case, we can see our uprated deluxe front locker in our wide tall configuration. Our standard front locker has a top loading chest style, 350 litre heaps of storage in that aluminium toolbox. Here we can see with the deluxe front locker in our wide tall is a 1200 high side door with heaps and heaps of storage inside there, and we'll have a look at that on the other side with the electronics. Behind that, we've got our locker going 4.0, being 4 of our grid, or our pitch as we call it here at Chameleon. So 4 times our 350mm anchor point, or 1400mm overall. It's 2 metres wide, the full width of the trailer at the front here, 1200mm high. So heaps and heaps of storage. Like all our locker range here at Chameleon, everything is engineered in-house, laser cut and folded in-house, all aluminium construction, both on the front locker and this large gull wing here. And as I look inside that, we can see some of our Flexa fit-out range. But coming back to the locker, standard across our range is a powder coat finish. Here you can see the Dulux matte black here, the Textura black. Internally we can see our fully welded aluminium uni-strut frame across the roof, down the walls, across the floor of the trailer, giving us the strength to load things like our Bush Company rooftop tent up here, but anything else on the roof, the strength to lift these canopies off, whether it's on a trailer or on a ute, and leave it fully loaded. And importantly as well, the functionality to bolt in the Flexa range of internal fit-outs that we can see some of here. On the door, we can see a fully stiffened door, 3-point latching, lovely big double gutter around the body of the canopy here with a lovely big automotive seal. Really good dust proofing, really good weather protection. Even when the door's up in this position, we're going to get lovely rain flow away from that opening. On top here, we can see one of our full width drawers coming through there. We've got an internal divider in that. Locking sides, of course, a big shelf. This all can be removed, as I mentioned, but lots of room there on top to fit more. We can see the back of a pantry drawer, the back of the kitchen, which we'll have a closer look at on the other side of the trailer. So across the full range of our Gen 2 tandem trailers now, we're running Cruisemaster's class-leading ATX suspension. Seen here sitting on coils, but fully upgradable to the Stage 3 and Stage 4 air options, even after the trailer's delivered, as you see it here right now. Again, like our full range of trailers, single and tandem axle, our wheel guards are fully trafficable and fully replaceable. In the Gen 2s, however, we have managed to tighten up that wheel guard clearance to allow a 1645mm clearance in between. That'll see you getting most of the modern buggies. The Mavic X3, the Defender will all drive, the Polaris will all drive straight in between the wheel guards, making loading and unloading very easy. But anyone who saw some of Toby's content from the Fink race this year, you'll see his 2-tonne trophy truck driving straight up and over these wheel guards, no deflection at all, so no problems there at all, no matter what you need. Down the back of the trailer, of course, 5.2 metres of load space. The Gullwing 4.0 we saw at the front is taking up 1400mm of that, or 1.4 metres, leaving us a massive 3.8 metre long by 2.3 metre wide load space at the back. Of course, across all our base ranges, both trailers and trays, we see our 350mm by 350mm grid of M12 structural anchor points. That's allowing us to bolt down all sorts of things, whether it be tie down points for the buggy, motorbike holders, anchor points for your building materials, whatever you need. Every 350mm in both directions, you've got an anchor point on the base of that trailer or our U-tray, the same grid. Of course, like all our bases, we can see our structural tie-down point here. That's actually one of our chassis beams we've projected through to the edge of the trailer. We've armoured that with stainless steel on the outside. It looks great, but most importantly, it's really, really functional to give us a very strong anchoring point there if we've got some very heavy loads. The floor plate here, 4mm high-grade aluminium floor plate to keep it as strong as possible, but as lightweight as possible as well. Wheels and tyre wise, we can see here our standard Method 301 in a 16-inch rim. Method, of course, best in the game. On top of that, we can see a BF Goodrich KM3. The BF Goodrich is top of the line, KM3 in a 35-inch equivalent mud terrain tyre there. A really, really solid wheel and tyre package for this trailer. So as we get to the back of this base 5.2 trailer, we can see some more of the engineering coming through. We've got our 5mm heavy-duty tailgate down the back of the trailer, fully tied back into the chassis. We can see there our rear recovery points, 2 of those tied into that chassis as well, supporting that tailgate, tied back into the structure of the chassis. We can do a full vehicle and trailer rear recovery if you need to through those points. We can also use them to adapt some flexor parts like jack stands for loading when you're not attached to your vehicle, some folding rear tailgate ramps, all sorts of things there. Of course, our high quality, fully sealed LED tail lights there. Every single electrical connection on this trailer, we use high quality automatic Deutsch plugs, whether it's the brake connector, your small little side clearance lights or the tail lights, we use high quality Deutsch plugs. If you do happen to break a tail light or one of your lights, mind you, they're very well protected, tucked in behind the rear tailgate here, but if you do happen to break one of those, it's a very simple plug and play to replace that part. Of course, we can see some more of our AMLS grid coming through. That's giving us access to the full flexor range of components to adapt and change the way we use this trailer. Our tradie racks, our ramp kits, our drop side kits we can see here, buggy holders, motorbike holders, no matter what you need. We can see some of the flexor range option on the back of this canopy, a 9-kilo gas bottle holder and a 20-litre jerry can holder, but all of those can be moved all around thanks to this very common, consistent AMLS grid across all our trays and trailers. So I mentioned the Dulux Textura matte black finish to the body of the locker. All our canopies are powder coated standard across the full range. We offer a number of colours you can choose in the powder coat finish, or we can also custom colour that with a 2-pack finish as you see here. Here painted in a Mitsubishi Sunflare orange to match the Mitsubishi Triton, of course, that's been given away as part of this Send It With Toby promotion. On top of our Locker Going 4.0, we can see some of the Bush Company's equipment. We've got the 180-degree XT awning. That's a really quick open and close, full 180-degree, comes forward and back off the canopy here. Freestanding if you need, but it's got integrated poles there too when the weather requires so. Behind that we can see the Bush Company Alpha rooftop tent, all aluminium construction, a loadable roof space, so we can put surfboards, solar panels, push bikes, whatever you might need up the top there. We can leave our linen inside that. A very simple 1-minute setup, integrated rain curtain, and a really, really comfortable and simple way to carry and accommodate for your sleeping quarters there. Inside our deluxe wide tall front locker, we thank RedArc for helping us with this build and bringing some of the best 12 volt you can see in the industry. So we've got the RedArc Red Vision there, top of the line total vehicle management system incorporated in this build. Down the bottom, the Red Manager 30, the BMS battery management system, that's doing our charging from solar input, from DC to D input off the car, tow vehicle, or 240 volt, whether it's at home in storage or at a caravan park. It's also managing the current draw and charge rate on that battery and reporting that through to the Red Vision panel control box here and through to our panel at the top. The Red Vision's not only doing monitoring of our battery charge, state of charge and current draw, it's also taking inputs from our water tank senders with our twin 110 litre water tanks that are incorporated underneath and plumbed throughout this trailer. So that's doing all our water and power monitoring there, temperature monitoring as well of the battery and also the fridge. And of course up the top we can see our Red Vision control panel, a really elegant solution reporting all that monitoring, but importantly as well, doing all our switching across the trailer here. Lights, power circuits, fridges, air compressor, water tank, all of this is controlled and switched up in here and accompanied beautifully with a Red Vision app that you can get on your iPhone or Android device as well. So a really elegant, compact solution, still leaving us lots and lots of storage space despite the 100 amp hours of lithium, the BMS Manager 30 and of course the Red Vision control panel. Heaps and heaps of storage in this deluxe wide tall front locker. Let's have a look inside the gull wing and see what we've got going on in there. So like all the Chameleon locker range, we can see our high quality whale tail compression latch here. That's running also our 3-point latching, which gives us Lovely engagement and compression on the front, the middle and the back of this door, regardless of the size of our canopy. We use that method standard. We can also see this dressing plate across the front, which accents the canopy nicely, but also provides a bit of protection down low here where we see a bit more impact, and also where we're grabbing that canopy door when we're lifting it up and down. Inside we can see some of our Flexa internal fit out range. Again, like the canopy itself, all laser cut, folded and engineered in-house, all 3mm aluminium construction, powder coat finish across the full range. We've got a lovely little pantry drawer up here, one of our modular shelf units. Again, that whole box can be pulled out. We can put it on the other side, we can move that all around. We've got a lovely big pantry drawer here, a huge big pantry drawer there, again on our locking slides that we can move throughout. The canopy, in the post-pandemic phase that we're at the moment, kitchens remain a supply issue for us. Unfortunately, the Dometic kitchen is not in there, but can be. And we can see, of course, the Bushman 85 litre, in this case, upright fridge with some of our good friends at Red Bull with their product inside. But a lovely upright fridge. We've still got a freezer compartment there, lots of storage. We get lots of questions about these, but we've travelled to Cape York, Simpson Desert, the Fink race just recently with uprights in utes and trailers, and never had a problem. You just got to be a bit more attentive to how you pack them. But all of this is modular, can be removed, can be optioned now or down the track with your build, no matter what your needs. So there it is, the base 5.2 toy hauler configuration as part of this amazing prize pool for the Send It With Toby prize promotion. The Mitsubishi Triton, the Chameleon trailer, the Can-Am Mavic X3 and KTM motorbike, all rolling on Method race wheels and BF Goodrich, of course. To Mike and the family over in Perth, congratulations, mate. We cannot wait to hear of some of the adventures that this takes you on. Lots more content on our YouTube channel, guys. Always something fresh on our Facebook or Instagram page. We cannot wait to hear from you and talk through your dream-based tray or trailer configuration.